What if I told you I had the opportunity to redesign Pokemon starters from scratch? And that's today's subject. We are going to be redesigning Pokemon starters. So hang on tight, grab your popcorn, and enjoy the show. For the first starter, we're going to start with the grass type. And I wanted to come up with an idea that hasn't been done before. Also, I wanted to use an animal that was really popular. So I came up with Capybara grass type. Also, huge disclaimer, this video hasn't been sponsored by any company, not even a marker company, nor Pokemon. For this starter, I wanted to use the green color instead of the brown regular color of itself. I wanted to change things up, and as you realize, the starters usually, if they have some sort of animal attribute, they are in a different color, they are changed, and their designs are simplified. And you know what also sounded really nice? The nose part of the capybara. I thought of drawing it kind of this wood texture instead of like just having it brown all around. And I'm kind of trying to implement earthy tones into this character because it's a grass type. And as you can see, a lot of Pokemon have some sort of earthy tone to them. And it really depends on the color you pick because you have to pick a specific color for what type it is. Alright, now it's time to outline our design. Let me know how this one turned out. I think the eyebrows also added some character to our Pokemon as well. And for the naming, I put his name Bara Wood because, it just fits in with the character. Make sure you stay tuned until the end of the video because all three of the Pokemon, when you see them side by side, they are going to look absolutely amazing. And for the next part, we are drawing in the water type. And for this, I wanted to draw like an animal that I really liked, which is an eagle. And you know what I thought? There's not many characters in Pokemon that are eagle characters. And I want to design this as a water type Pokemon. I also wanted to note that these drawings are only fan-made Fakemons and they are not real Pokemons. And I drew this only because I wanted to have fun, and this does not mean I support Pokemon, nor do I watch it, nor do I promote watching it. It's just I want to show you guys that you have the ability to also draw your own characters without associating them with anything else, of course. And your own original ideas are your personal ideas, which just makes an artist grow. Enough of these chit chats. Now let's get on to the character explanation of my design process. So I thought of drawing the wings as glass for kind of this winter effect on my character. And I also added cute feathers, fluffy feathers for my little eaglet character. While making this design, I really enjoyed the drawing process and it was really satisfying. So I hope you really enjoy this video. And if you haven't already, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and the like button. And also comment down below at the end of the video what part of the video was your favorite or what Pokemon starter would you have picked at the end. Now for the outlining process, of course I'm going to use my black Posca marker, but of course I could have not highlighted this drawing and just kept it as is, but as you can see, many of the similar Pokemon designs to make it feel like it was from Pokemon. And here is Wingull. Alright, now it's time for our final element, the fire art style. And for this, I wanted to draw something unique, an animal that hasn't been drawn as a starter. It's a badger. Now, you might say that this design kind of resembles a dog, but no. And of course, it might look like a dog, but it is indeed a badger. And what a badger is, it looks like a skunk, but it looks like a bear at the same time. Just imagine those two animals combined together, and it's like a small animal. Some are big, and they're kind of like bears, but also skunk colors. And because this is a fire type Pokemon, I wanted to use the color tones that are warmer on the color wheel. At first, I wanted to use this dark red color instead of the black color of a badger, but then I was like, nah, it doesn't look like a badger now. It looks like just like a dog type, and it didn't look like a badger, and it didn't give that feel to it. So instead, I colored it with black stripes on his head. And on my community post, I posted what starter Pokemon you guys would pick out of all three of these, and you guys picked this Badger Pokemon, which I was surprised because this character is probably the least amount of effort I put into my own character. And I thought, the eagle was a little bit nice, but the capybara was one of my favorites. But I was really surprised you guys actually picked this character. And for his tail, I had to do that classic flame type of style where it would look like there's a flame on his tail. But yeah, it's kind of like igniting his tail on fire, but nothing actually is happening like that. This is just imagination. And to give the badger type of feel, I had to add some stripy lines. And here are the amazing shots. So which Pokemon would you pick for a starter Pokemon out of all three of these?